is Jaybird, and welcome to By Moonlight. Now, this is gonna be the same problem as it was yesterday, which is, clearly, the game is too small for OBS to pick up, so I have to do window capture instead of game capture in order for me to record this, so that's why it's gonna be all, misplaced and stuff. And I'm really sorry about that, but I don't know how else to fix it. So that's just gonna be what's gonna go on. Okay, my volume's fine. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. So we're just gonna hit new game. Sorry about it again. You're staring down at your phone screen to make sure that the Uber 3 driver doesn't try to kidnap you. Maybe it's just because of your profession, but you've always been the paranoid type. It's a dark and stormy night. It's painfully obvious that it's raining because there is a leak in the roof of the car. Wait, what? Oh. It occurs to you that you forgot an umbrella, but you don't have enough cash to spare a trip home and back again. The car screeches to a halt at what you presume to be your destination. ... It's no wonder they hired a paranormal investigator. You've been to plenty of weird places, but this one screams haunted. You see if it's screaming, then it probably is haunted. You see some lights on and assume, hope? Question mark? That the client is home. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm still sick, so... Gross. The rain is pretty hard. Should you make a run for it or play it cool? Run like hell, fake it till you make it, ... run like hell, fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it. It's you! Oh, I'm cute. I hope my socks don't get wet. You give a slight nod to the driver, who is giving you a condescending look as you open the car door. The overwhelming rain hits you, and you fight the urge to run. Making slow, careful strides, you hope that if your client is watching from the window that they'll realize how cool and mysterious you are. You silently hope this won't make you catch a cold. I already have a cold, so I'm good! You look up. The door seems larger up close than it seemed from the SUV. Well, duh, that's how doors work. You raise your hand to knock on the... Not me! You see some tendrils of smoke creep out from the door, but honestly, you don't want to know where it's coming from. Someone's having some fun, I'm guarantee it. Oh yeah, by the way, this game is fairly new. It came out in February, so yeah. Woo! You hesitantly raise your head. I thought you didn't have a mouth for a second. I'm like, what? But then I had to look closely, and it's like, oh, it's so light. Someone shady. What do you want? You stammer slightly. I'm the paranormal investigator you hired? You think to yourself that he gives off an intimidating aura. What could possibly scare him into calling you? You're starting to reconsider if taking the job was a good idea. Seba, down! Don't scare them off like that. It was hard enough getting anyone to come on such short notice. I like your hair. Oh my god, his eyes look like fucking fried eggs. You think that you hear him whimper, and a thought briefly crosses your mind that he seems like a puppy? Well, he does have ears. I'm sorry. I thought you were the mailman. What? You laugh and stretch your arm to pet his head. What the fuck is going on here? I'm confused. It's fine, don't worry about it. The woman who calmed Seba down is looking at you doubtfully. Are you really a paranormal investigator? You don't look like one. You snap back to reality. Oh, the ghost gravity. Of course I am. What do you mean? You hurriedly rummage through your backpack for your license. I have this license to prove it and everything. I didn't get it from a sketchy website. Super official paranormal investigator. My lucky sweater. Name, bleh. Specialty, relating too much to suffering ghosts. Experience, watch Ghostbusters last year. Is what I... Rating, ghost, ice cream, sun is what I'd give myself. Gift cards are ideal birthday. Pricing, $5 for a will-o-wisp, $170 for a banshee. Ghouls are $20. Wait, I didn't get to... Wait, I didn't get to read that. Wait. Shit. What? Wait. Log. You proudly show her your ID. After all, you are the renowned. Wait, can I close this? Oh, I can. $20 to $100 open to others. What was your name again? The default name is Aiden. Oh! I'm a Jaybird. Jaybird, is it? Shut up! I'm talking! Thank goodness, I was worried that we brought in the wrong person. You glance down at your soggy clothes and try to hide your embarrassment. She gives you a warm and reassuring smile. I would like some warm clothes too, but you know what? Whatever. Many apologies for the misunderstanding, Jaybird. My name is Joan. You give her a slight nod. I look forward to looking with you. What? She gestures for you to come inside and you follow her lead. Ooh, spoopy. You can smell the faint aroma of coffee. You were about to ask Seba if you could have some, but he's cowering in the corner. He looks like he wants to ask you something and is nervously tapping his foot. Ask what's wrong. Seba, is something bothering you? His ears perk up and he looks up to the side shyly. I was just wondering what you are. Guy, I'm a human. I'm a girl. Wait. I'm a girl? Oh, I'm sorry if I was being rude or anything. I didn't want to call you something bad. I just didn't want to call you something bad. Joan shakes her head. No, you did a good job, Seba. It's good to treat her with courtesy since she is doing us a huge favor after all. Gross. Blech. Nasty. Speaking of which... She coughs awkwardly. We called you here today for a certain problem. You give her a questioning look. She sighs. Maybe it would be faster if we brought him out. Who? Joan walks quickly into the other room and returns with a hulking figure at her side, following her hand for guidance. Holy shit! You feel the urge to scream, but your voice catches in your throat. You quickly turn away in disbelief. The headless being waves awkwardly. Joan interjects. Okay, so this might be a bit of a lame case, but Hans here lost his head and we want your help in getting it back. Excuse me? Joan stares at you blankly. You are a paranormal investigator, are you not? An investigator of the paranormal, not an investigator for the paranormal. But we already wired the money to your PayPal. Seba shakes his head gravely. Seeing his body walk around aimlessly, that just isn't right. That's no good. He looks towards you pleadingly. He's a good person, I swear. A bit eccentric, but it's a good cause. You're considering your options. Are you seriously going to look for the head of a headless horseman? I'd rather work in a McDonald's. Money's money, I guess. Money's money, I guess. You heave a sigh. Well, you seem like decent people, so I'll give it a shot. Fantastic! Let's seal the deal in a handshake. Ooh. Boom! Her hand feels warm, or maybe it's just because you were out in the rain. You give a slightly relieved smile. At least the rest of you are normal. So he gives you a confused look. Who said that we're normal? He gestures towards Joan. She's a witch, obviously. He turns back towards you. And I'm a hellhound? Well, to be more accurate, a fox-hellhound hybrid. But I thought this was established already. Okay. You take a step backwards. I thought you were, I don't know, cosplaying? Going to a dress-up party? Joan looks at you with complete disdain. What kind of person does that in their own home? I don't know! You laugh nervously. Okay, it was great meeting you and all. One monster I can handle, but 3? That's just not happening unless... So he gives you a puppy dog eyes. He's giving me the front egg eyes, okay? Yeah, I'm out of here. Joan shrugs slightly. Be my guest. You grab the handle and... It's not opening? You see, as a witch, that handshake of ours kind of made a spirit contract, so... You can try all you like, but that door won't budge. Forcing me into a contract without me knowing. Isn't that like, I don't know, illegal? Oh, it is! In most states, not in this one though. You know, with the economy and all. Someone nods his head thoughtfully. Yeah, with the economy. The economy has nothing to do with it though! You take a deep breath and breathe out. So, if I find the head for this Hans guy, I'm free from the contract, right? Pretty much, yeah. His ears perk up suddenly. Oh, right, I almost forgot. He barrels out of the room and returns almost immediately with a bag in his hand. John made this for you. He hands you a lightweight black satchel. The witch avoids eye contact bashfully. It wasn't like... for you, per se. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure these are my initials. She clears her throat. Let's just say that you might need to take some precautions around some of our residents here. And that I don't want you dying prematurely. You give her a curious look. Or at all for that matter. Look, don't you have somewhere to be already? So he gives... That was cute. So he gives a short laugh. Joan doesn't exactly wear her heart on her sleeve, but she really does have good intentions, trust me. Joan makes an incredulous look, but he continues. Basically, this bag has some items that will probably come in handy when you're first getting to know people around here. If you want to know anything, just ask us, yeah? You glance down at the bag and then back at Joan. Got it. Yee! Where to start? Any precautions around you? How much time? What are you? Wait, I can't save? No, I can. How much time? Do I need to take any precautions around you two? Joan heaves a melodramatic sigh. Oh, I get it. It's because you think we're all monsters, huh? We're human too, you know. You aren't sure if you were actually being offensive until she cracks a smile. My bad. Jokes aside, I came to greet you with Seba because my work area is pretty close by. She pauses. And because, well, Seb is a good boy. You don't even have to turn around to know that Seb is wagging his tail excitedly. I wonder, how much time? By the way, how long do I have for the job? I don't know. It depends on how long you're willing to stay in a haunted mansion. He pauses. Well, ideally you'd be done by morning. After all, most of us are nocturnal here. You think to yourself that you might need to get some coffee after all. Should I ask about... what are you? Sorry if this is a bit rude, but what are you guys again? Well, I'm a witch, so I guess that... What? Semi-human! Bomb! Okay. Why do I feel like I just got interrupted? Oh, I want to be interrupted too! Stray fox! Boom! Joan looks like she wants to go back to sleep. You pause for a second, realizing you forgot the most important question. Wait, where should I go now? You were trying to ask Joan, but Sebas immediately jumps in front of you. Oh, I know! He lifts his nose up and closes his eyes. He looks incredibly focused. You think back to all of those documentaries where dogs would follow a trail by scent alone. Without realizing it, you lean forward in anticipation. He sneezes and turns back towards you apologetically. Shoo!
My bad.
It's allergy season. Maybe you should just wander around and hope for the best. Who knows where you are at this point? Clearly you don't. You walk aimlessly in circles a couple of times without seeing any living or undead before eventually finding a long hallway. You hear the sound of bones rattling. In the distance, you can see the small frame of someone bent over on the ground. The closer you approach the figure, the more you realize that, rather than being someone who is made out of skin and bones, the person you are looking at is in fact a skeleton. Papyrus? Sans? You try to hide your surprise so you don't seem rude. The skeleton sighs. Oh my god! Oh my god, it is Papyrus.
Just where did Sebeth roast this time?
They appear to be searching for something, but because aware of your presence nonetheless. Did Joan send you to... The skeleton shakes their head. Regardless, I could really use an extra set of eyes right now. Would you mind helping me out? You think to yourself that after you decompose, you'll become a skeleton too. Maybe you should help them out in case you run into them later? Lend a helping hand, shed some light, lend a helping hand. My eyes might not be that good, but an extra set of hands could work too, right? The skeleton's eyes, or the lack thereof, light up.
That would be fantastic!
You feel the bony fingers wrap around your hand in what you assume to be gratitude, but you have a bad feeling in your stomach.
Yes. A left hand in such good condition is just what I was looking for.
Bad end, you'll be alright. I just died?! Are you kidding me?! I just died? Wow! Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Shed some light. You rustle through your new bag and pull out a flashlight. You flip it on and point it in the direction of the skeleton. Guess you could call this a light bulb moment? You sweat nervously. Back home, your jokes typically fall flat. You were about to apologize for making a pun, but you hear their bones rattle with laughter. The skeleton literally cracked a smile.
That would be fantastic!
You pan the flashlight around your immediate surroundings until half of the bony left arm is brought into view. The skeleton's eyes, or the lack thereof, light up. They quickly grab the appendage and affix it to their left elbow socket. flexing their hand a couple of times to make sure it is in good condition. The skeleton grins. I can't believe I just died! God, thanks for illuminating the answer to my problem. You stifle a laugh. I guess I'm a bit bright at times. If Papyrus were here, he would hate this. The skeleton wanted to follow up with another pun, but seems to be at a loss and switches topics. It coughs.
I seem to have forgotten to introduce myself.
My name is Maro. Oh, bowed Marrow. Wow, Marrow. What?
Not Sans.
Not Sans! God damn it! It knew what I was saying! Not Sans! Wow! I get the feeling that I've just been vaguely insulted, but... And you are? Jaybird, paranormal investigator at your service. You do a clumsy bow and hear rattling laughter again.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's rare to find someone with a good humor nowadays.
Marrow pauses for a second before clapping their hands together with a sudden realization.
Wait, paranormal investigator, you say? You must be the one helping out with Hans.
You give a tired laugh. That's me. Just your regular, good old-fashioned headhunter. You give a slight sigh. Honestly, it would have been a lot better to know what you were getting into before signing a contract with a witch you barely know. I mean, sure, you finally get to encounter the paranormal, but this really wasn't the way you thought it was going to happen. Or what you thought they were going to be like. You look back up and see that Marrow is in deep thought. You know, I may not talk to Hans that often because he has a unique personality, but I still care about him. After all, we are the only two people in this house who struggle with losing their heads occasionally. Part of you wants to question what Marrow's definition of people is, but you stop yourself since that'd probably be insensitive. Marrow's teeth start to chatter nervously.
I may not be able to help much with searching since I don't want to run into Seven Tact, but... Well, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to help.
That means a lot, thank you. Where to start? Hans' personality, skeleton life, glasses. What's weird about Hans' personality?
What isn't weird about?
Marrow clears their throat.
Well, he's a Dullahan. So the only special ability he has would be doing stuff without his head, but I'm not sure if there's any other way to explain this, to be quite frank. He talks about sealed power in his arm, having a Dark Lord's eye, fighting a secret society. It all started when he started watching those, what do you call them? Those foreign kid cartoons? Anime? You stare into the distance with a deep sense of emptiness. Those are classic signs of Chunibuyu. 8th grader syndrome. Ah, yes, 8th grader syndrome! I know that. Anime. Oh my god. You'd say that you weren't into it, but who are you kidding? Your hair is pink! Your hair is pink! You desperately want to switch topics. Let's move on. I wonder, skeleton life? Were you always a skeleton? Were you always a human?
Yes? No? Maybe so? The skeleton gives a soft, raspy chuckle before looking down.
Honestly, I don't remember anything before I was at this mansion. If I was happy, if I had a family, what I looked like. Am I a decomposed human? Or was I just created this way? Or maybe my life was just that insignificant.
You want to offer some consolation, but the words seem caught in your throat. Marrow might physically just be a mass of bones, but you feel that they still have a heart.
Sorry. That got way off track. Do you have any other questions?
Should I ask about glasses? This isn't necessarily relevant, but why do you wear glasses if you're a skeleton? I mean, no offense, but you don't have eyes.
can see why you might think that, but
Mara points towards the top of their skull excitedly.
see that crack?
Ooh, yes, I do.
Yes? It's lightning shaped, right?
What are you, Harry Potter? I mean, yeah, but what does that have to do with...
Well, you see, Iris lent me some biography books. And in one of them, there's a famous wizard who has glasses and a lightning sky.
Oh my god, Harry Potter!
Wow, that's so cool!
You don't have the heart to tell them that it's fictional. You wonder if this Iris person messes with Meryl frequently.
Oh, before I forget, where did you last see Hans?
Let's see.
I think he was heading to the library to look up sewing capes. But he's a very impulsive individual, so I wouldn't be surprised if he changed his mind somewhere along the way.
You groan. Tracking down such an unpredictable person, question mark, is slowly becoming more and more of a pain. Mira notices that you are distraught and hurriedly tries to lighten the mood.
I might not know where Hans is, but I certainly know where the library is. Let's see.
Mara fiddles with her fingers, popping one part off and putting it back on again while lost in thought.
Yes. I believe that if you continue straight down this hallway and knock on the right door a couple of times, it should get you there in all one piece.
They give you a weak smile.
Mystic libraries grow more fickle with time, so be sure you follow the directions properly, okay?
You nod and, picking up your bag, set off in what you assume to be the right direction. Just as instructed, you continue down the hallway. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of By Moonlight. Again, I'm sorry for the resolution of the game, but there's nothing I can really do about it. So, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode of By Moonlight and would like to see more of this game, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!